Welcome to the Hartley Show. We're here again at Fantastic Tasmanian Comic Connection, located just on the other side of Hastings and Boundary. I'm your host, Hartley Holmberg, and of course we got the fantastic Smiling Steve over there, and Jessica, whose last name I do not know. Fantastic Barry Nerlin doing sound. He is fantastic. And Steve Gerwing, who can't really turn the camera on himself so easily. Besides, he's kind of ugly to look at. Unless you're staring at his butt. Got a nice bum. What the hell is wrong with me, man? Today we're going to cover a bunch of the DC team books, some of which are going to be canceled with the relaunch.
Oh no!
Not actually, some of which are right now. First off, I'm going to start off with Justice League of America. I believe the relaunch book is just going to be called Justice League, and I'm really enjoying the series as it stands right now. Written by James Robinson and drawn by Brett Booth. The weird thing to me is that James Robinson has managed to take a bunch of totally second-tier characters and still have Justice League in the top 20 every month. And for some reason, James Robinson hasn't been announced as a writer on anything post-relaunch DC, although Brett Booth, the artist in the book, is. This particular story arc, The Rise of Eclipso, was interrupted slightly by the Doomsday Superman storyline, and he did a great job of incorporating both storylines. At this point in the Justice League of America, you've got the most bizarre cast. You've got Kongorilla, the Blue Lantern, Saint Walker, the strange, the most unknown version of Starman ever that James Robinson made popular in his Starman run back in the day in the 90s. I already mentioned Kongorilla, Jesse Quick. Dick Grayson is Batman. Troya. And, well, that's really the main core of the group. And, of course, as guest stars in this book are Obsidian and the original Green Lantern, Alan Scott. This is all about, well, obviously, it's the rise of Eclipso. The rise of Eclipso. Eclipso's taken over a bunch of guys, and he's on the moon, and the Spectre's involved in this storyline. I am really quite enjoying this storyline. And I've heard some people online go on about, oh, what the heck's the big deal with Eclipso? All you gotta do is shine some light in him and he goes away. Well, they're on the moon, for one thing, and it's not quite as simple as just all you need is a flashlight. It's not like he's DC Martian where all you need is a match and their powers go away entirely. Eclipso is a little bit more involved and a lot more powerful than that. And, you know, he's got this whole host of other guys on his side with huge big powers and whatnot. A good read. I'm enjoying this. I actually will miss this version of Justice League when they relaunch the DCU. Another book that will survive the launch, but the team will be totally changed. Oh, hey, look, Roberto's back. Look at that. It's also Roberto here. He's running some sort of food run or some crap. Teen Titans will be relaunched. Apparently, it's going to be a whole new take on the book, and they're saying that all the main characters aren't going to have ever met one another. It's a thing that's going to drive a lot of fans crazy. We'll see where things are. That's one of the books I have least faith in. It's going to be written by this guy, Scott Lobdell, who's a complete hack. The guy sucks balls as a writer. Everything he's written in the last 10 years has been just absolute anal drippings. Garbage. Absolute shit. Do I need to explain this more?
Don't sugarcoat it.
Dad, why don't you tell me how you really feel?
Anyways, Teen Titans is a fantastic book, and at this point, they're doing a great job. They've got the whole team back. You've got this wicked art by Nicholas Scott. Just a fantastic book, and written by J.T. Krull, a writer who does get a lot of work post-reboot. I will miss this. And I'm fingers crossed Scott Lobdell just didn't blow his load between the pages, because it seems like that's what he's going to do. The guy sucks. He's an awful writer. Another book that's not going to make the relaunch, which I'm hoping at some point will after their initial September series of relaunches, is Justice Society of America, a great book. And right now it's on issue number 51. But I bring up issue 50 because most people didn't know this in their anniversary issue. They had a bunch of these great guest starring artists. And the book starts off with this wicked intro by George Perez. Always, everybody misenunciates that one. It's just sort of a look through the modern DC characters and how they were all inspired by the Justice Society of America. Totally fun book. I love Justice Society. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with the story overall. The concept being that they've gone to some city, I forget the name of it, and essentially Jay Garrick has been the original Flash. He's become the mayor of the city, not through trying, not through campaigning, just everybody votes for him, and he becomes the mayor of the city. I mean, hell, if I was living in a city and Jay Garrick was there, I'd vote for him. Next up is another book that won't be around afterwards, which is probably a good thing. This is a guilty pleasure, I will admit. Outsiders, as written by Dan DiDio, co-plotted by Keith Giffen, and scripted by Dan DiDio. Now, Dan DiDio, he's a totally nice guy. I met him a number of times. He used to actually work in town at Mainframe, and but his writing abilities are absolute garbage. He writes like a 13-year-old with Down syndrome. It's ridiculous. Everybody's kind of psychopathic and stupid, and everybody wants to kill one another. They're friends 1 second, and they want to punch somebody's head off, but it's fun. It's high action, ridiculous fun. If you can turn your brain off, you will enjoy this, especially as drawn by Keith Giffen, channeling absolute George Perez stuff. George Perez, what the hell am I talking about? Jack Kirby. But totally ridiculous stuff like this, where Geoforce's wife, who's been transformed into some person, shows up, and Geoforce, because apparently he's a raging sociopath right now, just kills her, smashes her into oblivion, because, you know, who cares about their wives, right? I love you, honey, don't worry. I'm not saying I'm going to kill you sometime. Next up is another book that won't be making it into the relaunch, which will kind of bug you, Steve, I'm sure. Titans isn't making it into the relaunch. There's nothing to do about that. It's not going to be around. Although Eric Wallace, the guy who's writing the book, will, I believe, actually, I can't think of what he's writing. It might be Swamp Thing, but no, that's Scott Snyder. I can't think of what he's writing, but he is writing something in the new DCU. Titans at the moment has no connection to the Teen Titans. This storyline, what it's all about is Deathstroke, the Terminator, has some sort of plan in place. You're not entirely sure what it is he's doing, but he's gathered together this funky group of sort of misfits. Most of them aren't really heroes. There's basically a group of anti-heroes and some sort of villains. And you got some plan, you don't know what the hell it is, but it all started off with Deathstroke killing off the Asian Atom, Ryan Choi. And spoiler alert, in the latest issue, it all culminates with the Justice League as it stands now. When I forgot to include that Supergirl is in Justice League. Good thing I opened up at this page there. Supergirl's also in the Justice League of America right now. And yeah, the whole storyline culminates this issue with the Justice League showing up, and it's going to lead to some big annual and the resolution of that storyline. I'm looking forward to it. I will miss this book. It's not super intelligent, but it's compelling. Whatever it is he's doing here, it's been quite interesting. And again, I'm not going to say it's written like a Grant Morrison or Alan Moore brilliant writing style, but whatever's going on in that book is compelling and interesting. A book that just got canceled that I really, really enjoyed, Freedom Fighters, written by Jimmy Palmiotti and his writing partner, something or other, Gray. Quite fun book, enjoyed it a lot, didn't really get much in the way of promotion. It is a clever series, and I highly recommend picking it up in trade if it comes out, or going and getting them back issues. If you like sort of a secret organization, super spy mixed with superhero stuff, this is the book for you. A lot of tradition. The Freedom Fighters go back to around World War II era. Fun stuff. I really enjoy this. The main storyline within this series has been this character, the Jester, who's sort of this conspiratorial, sort of weird shadow society character. Neat stuff. I really enjoyed all this stuff. Another series that just got canceled was Doom Patrol. This isn't actually the last issue. I couldn't find it in my collection. Also written by Keith Giffen. Much more intelligent than Outsiders because he's writing it on his own. This was your classic sort of misfit book. I never expected this to last 22 issues. I don't think anybody did. But it's been a lot of fun. And if you like Doom Patrol, I really, really, really recommend this book because Keith Giffen's done everything he could to really incorporate all of the Doom Patrol history throughout the years. Characters like Grant Morrison's Danny the Street show up in the book. And he introduced to the series his creation, Ambush Bug. DC fans love Ambush Bug. What's his face? The guy from Nathan Fillion even likes Ambush Bug. There you go. Nathan Fillion, right? He's been quoted as saying if he could be any character from the DC universe, he'd be Ambush Bug. And that's reason enough, all you browncoats out there, to pick up Doom Patrol. Good times. And that's all I got. Now get the fuck out of here and go do something useful.